Marisha Mujina Jobra Susa Sia, Sa Akaranundu Ebremono, Ede Ebremo, and Sema Edimo Cotino Ebi Eni.
NDC Amanyokuno Eddie Atujasa Electoral Commission Wabon Pa.
Na yɛkɔ ɛyɛ mahyebi dwamu so mpanifo agya tumu sɛ yɛnkɔgye ɛyɛ bosia na yɛmfa nteketeke dwumadie mu ɛwɔ ɔman mu
ɛnɛ yɛbɛdi nkɔmɔ ɛde afa yɛ library sɛ ɛnkɔ abɛɛfo ɛkwan so anaasɛ yɛnkura dada no a yɛwɔ na mu
na sanso so yɛbɛsɛ di ɛyɛ nkɔmɔ nomination forms ahodoɔ mpanifo ahodoɔ ɛde ɛkɔ ɛne emu nsɛm ahodoɔ efi EC ɛbɛre nya no yɛde bɛbrɛ mu so
and some of Frobi can win home and an Nigeria New Yaji Jaya as some more. I must sapon kuma Jesse Mene.
Come now and you will say.
Afeyansha and Seminole Ankasa. Electoral Commission Edmekono na NDC Amanyokuo one of church for Penny Ora Johnson and Siedu Enketia and Afei na Bediache Ora Peter Buama Otukono one more echo filing nomination de Mark Kaneman Penny John Dramani Mahama. Nebra wo mu wie ye no yisi animu ha no mka chense isi no oye incompetent onimu de wo ye wabon pa ensese nka ye de abato nsem kura esi wonom enaso.
We are assembled here for one of the most important processes in our electoral calendar. Indeed, without this activity, the Commission cannot run the election. And here, I am referring to the filing of nominations by presidential candidates who are seeking to contest the 2020 presidential election. As part of the Commission's efforts to ensure a transparent, credible, fair, and yet accountable process, the Commission has developed a detailed checklist that embodies the criteria to be satisfied by presidential candidates as prescribed by law. The checklist and template will guide the scoring and awarding of marks by teams established by the Commission to scrutinize and review each of the nomination forms submitted. This year, the Commission has set up 2 teams which have been tasked to review all forms submitted. The technical team has been tasked to scrutinize the forms to ensure that presidential candidates meet the criteria and qualifications as set out by the law, namely that the presidential candidate is at least 40 years of age and that he or she has satisfied all tax obligations and that he or she has nominated a vice presidential candidate, among others. The second team, namely the IT team, has been charged with the responsibility of scrutinizing the voter ID cards of the presidential candidates and their supporters, so as to verify whether the candidates and their supporters are indeed registered voters.
We are going along with our conviction that if you have to eat with the devil, you must have a long spoon. The so-called competent electoral commission has presented to us a form to be completed, an oath to be sworn based on a law that does not exist. In the forms, they themselves have indicated that we should swear that we have filed our assets, our candidates have filed their assets according to PNDC law 280. Which has been repealed since 1998. And the law that is governing the filing of assets, the declaration of assets today, is at 5/50/1998. So how can a competent commission be calling us to be swearing oaths and declarations based on the law that does not exist, and they themselves don't know that the law doesn't exist? So we want to put on record that we are filing these nominations because they say so. And we will not boycott the elections. No matter what system they put in place, we will still participate in the elections and win. And they will be compelled to declare as winners because the people of Ghana want us back.
Thank you very much.
Yet was na yako mrashe bidwafie yaka se mrashe bidwafo agi atumu se enkogi eyesika na yemfa emetric tike dwumadie mu ewo oman na onuyafo Dr. Mark Esibe yeboa ekasa ye na nichemu enie.
The Speaker, Dongfang Electric International Corporation has signed an agreement with the government of Ghana to provide the following: 9 4,500 horsepower mainline diesel locomotives with maximum speed of 160 kilometers per hour for passengers, 48 passenger coaches, 15 4,500 horsepower mainline diesel locomotives for freight with maximum speed 100 kilometers per hour, 11 1,000 horsepower shunting diesel locomotives, 330 freight wagons. So, Speaker, a total of 35 standard gauge trains are therefore to be delivered by the supplier as part of the contract. Spare parts and tools would also be given, as well as a maintenance workshop and an after-sales service. So, Speaker, the supplier will also provide training for skilled personnel or railway engineers and managers in all aspects of rolling stock system, including locomotive design, operation, and maintenance. So, Speaker, the committee has satisfied itself that this will be of immense importance to the country, and therefore recommends to the House to adopt this report and approve by resolution the suppliers credit agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by Minister of Finance, and Messrs. Dongfang Electric International Corporation for an amount of $243.6 million United States dollars for the procurement of standard gauge rolling stocks. Respectfully submitted, Mr. Speaker.
We know that these rail lines will complement road transport, will be effective and useful in the movement of goods and services. This is a loan. I think that going forward, the Ministry of Finance should be telling us how this loan will be paid back, how the investment of $243 million in the purchase of the rolling stock will complement our efforts, and what attempts will be made to get the railways and the investment to pay for itself. It cannot simply be a sunk cost and totally forgotten. There must be an opportunity where the money and the investment should pay. After all, it is going to be a commercial activity. So, and I know that your chairman of the Finance Committee is a very diligent chairman, and in future, it gives us a workout of how that can be done. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Abusafo emo nyina akwaba ye ba bedi enkomo se yete library na yenim se eye enwoma na wo sukuu ni ana se obi o park nkan bi ya wo koho na wakwaje enwoma no wakan ana se wo ye nhwehwemu bi na wo pa nimdifo a atwro afa saade no ho na wakwa akohwe hwemu na Owura Hayford Sian executive director at the Ghana Library Authority. Library beji nhini ewo memu se ye mabunu yenkenkan na aboa amienim de akosoro no efie duoson eni wono ahyefa eni ade na ene yensaka ye radio ye be mo no ato ne bu ase ni wa chichechemu se ye kan library a ye book nkwa na ekwaje wo hokan ana akwatena ho akan ana ede ye kra ena ewomu na fei pempenso a Enfia duoson omudi abedru no watonebo ase acheche yemu miresian akwaba
yenua
na akomu
nyame aduna so
e de rade ase na ye library ye kase library ye be no any books a ye je ewo ho akan na
okay library ye baby a sebe ye kra ye de nhoma ene mfidi ahodo ewo ho a etimebua ma ye connect people to knowledge resources. enti ope enye homa nko na ye knowledge resources computers nso yetimi use adef mfidie yetimi nya knowledge resources yetimi enso use television you know audiovisual enso yetimi de transmit knowledge resources enti saa no mani nyina no ba bia ye kora no na amanfo timi enya bi ehu ne library
eno ne library yenhwa de emfi aduoso ni de ye free ayaba bedru ene nsakra bi abamu mo hihya ye te say mo akwa abefo ana obi ase yi analog ya mu ne yete say na enema esiko no Ghana fo so ahokeka ni titu ene adesuafo kra no ahokeka ewo library komu minkope ngoma nkan no te say
yo me dance bebre em say Ghana library services started wa ha na achiyi so kan yabakwasema em say from the 1960s na Anglican Bishop Biafra Glombi omunyina advocate ye JB Dankwa mo use om newspaper de tro nhoma said de be ya aban betimi ate library public library service institution na em say 1949 omo pass act bi ma ne ba into effect in 1950 ya editi adwumaku ana ye frɛ no Ghana Library Board nti we hwe yabakwasemu a na chess Ghana ha enwumaku a ye de mrate ye no we cocoa board through Ghana Library Board na say ewo ho nti ye dwuma ye die since that time no ye running mobile library services ya ye de enhoma gu bus mu ne de konkrase se de be ya nipa bia o ba bibia benya enhoma ne bia dan akenkan ye sisi adan ne de books no bia dan awo ho amamanfo aba benya bi nso ayedan akenkan ne ye rane bibi kra ye frɛ no as a post office book lending program and ye posti books at the schools mu book box program ya ye de ko oman mu ba bibiara now fast forward into the 2000s no na I'm say other from fidie so de no hujim sa time film videos ni sa time na cassette ya ina nani na ye form of information assets and you use library and I aba 2017 yeah it drew free 2017 you started so okay computers and so a bit me the being so agugu your library in the 2000s you know into you know in the area of technology I know say ya progress but abribia no throughout our history no books has been a core part of the services, a book lending, a part of your system, and yes, I provided research support.
Okay.
ABOB hwehwe na bakwasemu utimi bae ho ne aboa na mana track a certain resource bi obetimi de ahwehwe odia ne research. Let me say what ISO certification on books I for an international standard book numbering system no. Yenso na issue into publish a bi or publish book biano or buy a ho no yahwe ya ma no numbers no utimi de they are publishing. Nti ni na ye enwuma ni bia aha
yeah more declare say afi 2020 learning year of learning. No obi aka say sign and to abono esiko. Okay.
Iti 2020 since 2018 ankasa na afi bia na the theme to afene so. Na afi ye 70 years no ye say be friend year of learning. Iti ye the 5 main objectives and ye the see ni so. The edikan ene say ye see apese increase the number of books where shelves so across the country. Let me say abakwasem no 1981 na ye books where shelves so Ghana over 1 million. So then so about 2016 aban buy President Akufo-Addo ba power no na books ne swat abedru 349,000 yeah we hwe
yeah then so tensa
say on say books no nipa use books no nti ebi yira ebi tete wear and tear eka no aha nti library no obeto bi ba ebia normal dey say over the years won't mean talk at the same proportion it will over the period no na so then at and so say aban by since 2017 yetimi aboa ma say from 349,000 yen na 1,024,000 which is of 100% increase in the number of books the war your shelves so across the country. Another area name say yemfa yenim ko ho kra Ghana ha the use of mobile technology any therefore internet it ha ye betimi dey access materials say am no ka say Ghana Library through the directive of the sector minister Dr. Matopoku Prempeh yetimi create mobile app.
Okay.
Yes, this year it will be me a call or Play Store and our App Store. No, I call download. Will be me a call your website. Your friend library. Ghana Library. Two type of Ghana Library. We who app ne beba. No download to be. Or call your website library.gov.gh. So I bet me a register or no what me access books. You know. Say tutorials are buying the buy say you show or Ghana Learning TV. You encourage this and nina videos. You know. Ebio Ghana Library app on so nti so mess lesson e kura na betimi akwa so nti ni nyina ye normal renovations ya expanded the number of libraries from 61 no now 84 libraries in your manage nationwide na 61 but you see you the core 84 renovation 61 you renovate 43 of them nti ni nyina ye normal ya over this period they improve access to your resources
okay. And he say Rebecca say kwan and say what's the way forward there and more year apart from say dodo ayenya ka ho abe do 84 no mo gina ye ni enema mo de asimu ni so e wa afi mu no mutumi duro ho na afi ne krakra de mo pese mo kokoduro
yo sisi aban guso a oboa em ye tuto books bebre sisi aban kra ma ye hwe senior high school libraries so ya across the country ye renovations ye to books near computers near that there they come library by the end of this year libraries be hit be 90 libraries across the country ye then manage ya meboa Monday ye celebration of the anniversary of Ghana Library Authority headquarters wa Accra your minister be launch launch endowment fund for public library
we dey wanu tiawa community library say wo form kakra no ho mahwe ho e dey na mo na mutu e dey afa ho se dey be ya communities no ana say bia ankra bi wo sika no pese osibia no gise oba be homo ana say ono abetimi aye na wapeni ne nwoma hodo pese otobu
de o kan ya mpache say oman mu emsam obia timiti library na me ka kira manfo say de eye easy to do ni say obe put up the library building but say de be ya obe stocky no one manage that is the most critical part of library development enti baby bebra ye hu say communities bebra o ma develop o build the library nego o man contact Ghana Library so contact yen now so we see library enti yemwa ne yemra me manage ya then ye betimi adopt so that I become part of the public library network enti bibia ye o books bia na ye chiche no also community benye bi professionals are buying ema akwanja asisi ya recruit 291 professionals ye spread your across the country
because say nkofo bi wa tese de okay no mo asisi libraries no obesi no enwuma odi gum as to say ye enwuma
appropriate for the kids
say what say ye di gumu
Bebri
nti communities no moduadua bi a mona musifo bi wo ho a mo man chire direct and say ni nyina just a bank right
there be your regional libraries across the country and some districts even have district libraries nti say or any region in this country o hia mo a o your regional library you bet o your website your information library.gov.gh you bet me access to your network across the country.
Okay. Na say we be say mo ho ne ma so makwankro ne krakra.
Nyame adom em say obi abeka chosisi na asamanfo te library nka. Ni nyina gina em say aban enhehye fa quality education ho a ode aso yasene ye enu ntina ye mobile library van na egu. Sisi mobile library van ya ba ye adwuma last year ye ko about 1000 communities 1000 schools yetimi di books ekomema nkwala was schools yimu nyina enti se de no ma ekoyi I mean private sector support nso ho Newmont support ye Vodafone support ye ni nyina timi boa ma yedwuma no ekoyi nim nti obi are interested so person boa ma library dwuma no especially when we are celebrating our 70 years of connecting Ghanaians to knowledge resources you're very open for that.
We dey me aminu akwabra ne beka say opanyin ne krakra ne say
ne krakra ne say ye dagana fo nyina asese o matimi support library services asset up to this period ye be boase mu nkoso mwa na ye app no abanya make so much investment in libraries books bebre e libraries across the country branch bia na ewo your website ho CC enkwere ewo fie ye be sro kwa your website ho na hwe the nearest location na ko register otimi borrow books na dia koma nkora na ofie na o masua o miss lessons ni nyina Ghana library app de so nkola bitimi ahwe videos no enyina
yo ye beda as papa abusiafo opanyi ane ne etwetwe enkomai executive director of that Ghana Library Authority ano Ora Heford Siaw ene ne no edi nkomo na kenkan de ye so ntan kenkan kura wadwen na eye mmere ebedu baabi no wago afei ne kidney yade bebrebe ya abai wo yase wo cognitive na anya adwuma yi atimi eja wo saa yade no nti yempe akenkan na ye libraries ahodo no say ye online say ye working na ye call centers na kofa enwoma no ye ma ye ni nko na aboa ye ama ye bebo mre wakra no na ye da so gina so say emabaawa ye home so na ya tonkreti awa ye ba e beto so